Illuminations has one of its biggest futures ever coming up. They've got original movies, Nintendo films, franchise sequels, and a couple of mystery projects already scheduled for all the way in 2030. So today, let's talk about every upcoming Illuminations movie and which ones I'm most excited for. I've never been a true big Illuminations fan, but their future is looking promising. So let's go over everything. First up is Not Alone, releasing April of 2027. Out of everything on this list, this is honestly one of the movies I'm most excited for. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, it's really different than anything Illumination has done before. And I mean that in the best way possible. The film follows a rocket mechanic and a scientist who try to build the world's first planet-powered rocket. But before they can finish it, 3 aliens show up in their house, and they need the rocket to get home. It's a really fun idea, but what stood out to me was the animation and the overall tone. It feels more emotional, a little more grounded, and visually, the animation looks beautiful. I love seeing that Illumination trying to step outside of their usual formula and trying something new. Hopefully this movie does really well because I want to see more original movies from Illuminations in the future. Next up is an untitled Nintendo movie coming April of 2028. I think we all know this is just the beginning of Illumination's partnership with Nintendo. After seeing how successful the 2 Mario movies have been, I think there's going to be a bunch more Mario movies and spin-offs like Luigi's Mansion, Princess Peach, Donkey Kong, or whatever else. There's going to be so much more with this Nintendo and Illuminations collab, and I'm so excited to see where they bring this cinematic universe next. I think there's so much room to explore, and I'm so excited to see what happens next. Then we have 2 mystery movies. One is scheduled for June of 2029, and the other is scheduled for July of 2030. Right now, we have absolutely no idea what these movies are. It could be a brand new original film, new Nintendo projects, or sequels, or something completely unexpected. Personally, I would have to say maybe a Mario movie or a Nintendo project, and then also I do think that Despicable Me and the Minions are going to have another announcement. This franchise is so big and makes so much money, I think it will surprise me if they don't make more of these movies. So I also think that's a possibility. Now let's talk about a sequel that I'm actually looking forward to, and that is Sing 3. I really enjoyed the first Sing, and I thought the Sing 2 was a pretty solid sequel. Sing 3 does not have a release date yet, but I'm really excited to see where this story goes next. And if this is the final movie in this trilogy, I really hope they give all the main characters satisfying endings and wrap everything up in a memorable way. I think there's potential for this to be Illumination's strongest trilogy if they can stick the landing. And then we have Secret Life of Pets 3, which also doesn't have a release date. I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan of the last 2. I thought the first was just okay, and the second was pretty bad in my opinion. It felt really messy, and there was just too many storylines happening. It just couldn't focus on one storyline, and it really didn't work. So hopefully for the third movie, they learn from that. I would love to see them go back to what made the first enjoyable. Stick to one storyline, make it good, and hopefully they can wrap up this trilogy in a fun way, and hopefully it's better than the last 2. Overall, I think Illumination's future is really promising. Not Alone is easily my most anticipated movie of their slate, and I think there's a lot of good and bad movies heading our way. Like Sing 3 and a bunch of Nintendo films, I'm really excited where this all can go. I think the biggest movie that I'm a little cautious about is Secret Life of Pets 3, but hopefully they can surprise me. But now I want to hear from you. Which upcoming Illuminations movie are you most excited for? Comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest movie news.